Nev, your mom's dildo arrived.
Akiva, why is it shaped like your dick?
They sent the extra small.
Welcome back. The next episode of Iron Curtain Grades. Well, I guess this is our shit. What I've done here is take an idea called the Wizard Tower, and the original build is linked in the description, and kind of expanded on it. The questions I had about the Wizard Tower, while I have a lot of faith in the mechanic, is I don't think it was big and long and hard enough to handle a full-size horde. Yeah. I think that'd be a really good solo horde, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Zeds maybe per wave, but anything larger than that one, and you might start to see problems. So I started poking around, and in my exploration, I came across one of the last bits of actual stainless steel, the Shamway Tower, the spire, the silo, whatever the hell this thing is. This whole damn thing is made out of stainless, so what I've done now is wrapped it in some more stage 2 concrete and some steel blocks towards the upper edge here. The idea being here is that they're going to hit the bottom, and they have to do a slow, forced hop, sort of frog march all the way up this circuit. And you can see it does several rotations around, just gradually climbing up. We're going to be up here on the iron bars, just shooting down the whole time. And then they finally get up here. We can have somebody standing here with, some kind of shotgun or whatever, and the fisters ready to just kick them back down to the bottom and the spike pits, and it's just bad. And I have a lot of faith in this idea because I think, and what I've seen in testing is that this is such a slow crawl up that it's A, really easy to deal with them, B, it chokes their traffic pretty hard because they kind of pool down here and are pissed off. Just sort of slowly, one at a time hopping up that thing. It's not a very effective, walk for them, for lack of a better phrase. Yeah. It's inconvenient, and they really struggle to make this whole path. So I don't think we're going to have much in the way of traffic problems. And the fact that it has this stainless steel core, that's just a huge bonus because that shit is damn near indestructible. We've talked about how hard it is for the Zeds to deal with just regular steel. And this takes that whole idea one step further. So while I've wrapped the bottom here in concrete for sort of the walking pit, bare minimum, even if this pathing mechanic fails, we are going to be really safe on this tower. And even if something goes so catastrophically wrong that we have to bail, well, I've also made a little ladder here so we can jump up, cross here, come up here, and sort of Alamo the rest of the evening at the top of the factory. So there's very little danger here. Worst case scenario, we're just standing on a roof for the evening and we deal with some birds and let the clock run out. So either way, I think this location is going to be worth a shit. Yes.
What?
We can still be shooting. We don't have to, hide in a closet the whole night. That's not what I'm saying. I see where you're going there. I see. Supplies needed. I'm thinking sort of like B- territory. I saved a lot, obviously, in not having to build the center core of this thing. However, I did fill the bottom of it a little bit. And this isn't an inconsequential amount of iron and steel and concrete going up, this sort of 3-loop rotation here. Bear! So I think B- is fair here. It's a little cheaper than average, but not by a huge amount. Build difficulty, it's another one where I think it comes in a little above average. The concept is pretty simple. You're just making block stairs and wrapping around a center pole here. So I think a B is fairly appropriate there. It's not a difficult concept to work with. Having flight obviously makes things a little easier, but it's also pretty doable just walking up the pathing. I tested that for a couple of the first rotations here if I could do it legit. And yeah, it was a bit of a balancing act, but nothing too serious, nothing too strenuous. I'd say probably this whole thing took me maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if you want to get real generous. So I think a B there is pretty fair. All right, we've got everybody in here. Horde Night's coming up. Let's get Nev's mom, get her good and stretched out, and see how she does.
I don't know what she has to stretch for.
So you mean tightened up?
Yeah.
Hey.
See if she can tell the difference between this and the real thing.
Real thing. She hasn't seen that all years.
It's gonna be so much smaller than she's accustomed to.
Nev has left the chat.
Nev's mom has entered the chat.
Just Nev in a wig.
Heard you got my package?
Server capacity exceeded.
Wow, was that a fat joke packed into all of this? Ruthless. Got about 9 minutes to Horde Night, and I've been talking to one of these about some stuff, and one of the things we are going to test out here, at least for a couple videos, is trying to keep the date range inside that 70 to 100 window. I think that'll be better than ending Season 2 at, day 375. A little more accurate for most people's results anyways. I'm not just comfortable standing next to 3 fisters, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you want a 4th one? Well, make you more secure.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Yeah, even it out, man. I'm off balance. I swear to God, if you fist me off this edge, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Alright, coming from that side.
Yeah. Alright, they are slowly trundling up those stairs. It's an unhappy pathing mechanism for them. Has anybody gotten to floor 2 yet?
Anything on my edge. I think I'm the first one that'll see him. Oh.
Just
That's
pop
not a good place for that to happen.
Where'd it happen?
Out front somewhere.
The steps. The very first step.
Oh, that's not ideal.
Can't blame me, I was on the backside.
That's always your
Oh,
story.
here's the first one up to floor 2. And he's immediately killed.
Yeah, I gotta say, this wizard tower concept I think is interesting in its scalability too. You could do a 2x2 block and wrap them around that. You could do a 20x20 thing 2 miles high, wrap them around that. It really is kind of a build the suit situation, which is not often the case. Let's let a couple of them get up to the top here and see if this fisting thing works. Ideally, what happens is they hit the fister wall here and they will actually get blown off into that multi-pile of spikes down there. That's several spikes thick. So when kind of like what we saw in the hotel, they have a hard time getting out of stacks like that when you get knocked into them.
They're getting hung up right here, and they keep running themselves into the spikes, and now they're trying to go through the wall. Something's preventing them from wanting to go around.
They're gradually going. That guy's hopped now. But if they fall off like that, they want to be dumbasses and fall. That's just all the worse for them. And they're not going to get through that stainless steel tube anytime soon. Bye!
No.
Trundle just took a dive.
I have friends, guys, I promise.
Yeah, they're even now.
No!
They're just hitting this top thing here and falling off most of the time. The fisters aren't even coming into play yet.
Oh, behind you. Fister.
Mr. Fist, bye!
Oh! Oh, he missed.
I wish I could see that.
Here it goes again.
He got double fist.
Double fisted! Bye! So this really is just a pointless exercise in frustration for the Zeds, I swear. This right here is a perfect illustration of why I don't usually play platformers.
And you suck at them.
Shut up.
I want to see a video of Akiva playing Getting Over It.
He quits in 10 seconds.
Is that one with the guy who's got like
can I request that?
Kettle for legs or whatever?
Yes. If I send it to you, can I get a recording of that on the channel?
I mean, if you pay for it, yes, I'll play it, but holy shit, is there going to be a lot of swearing in that one.
That's the point.
Do we make Akiva play it by himself and he records it, or do we all sit in and watch him play it?
Yes.
And mock him the entire time.
I like that one. Uh-oh. That's not great.
What?
Who
Could
did
you
that?
not?
Oh, that'd be an X.
Could you not?
Do it. Yeah, let him get fisted.
Oh wait, no! Don't let him come up. Jesus, I forgot. Those
fell.
fisters are at chest level.
Ha! He fell, hit the edge, bounced, ricochet. He's like that guy hitting the blades on the Titanic. They really suck dick at this. They are getting kind of hung up there, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's make life a skosh easier for him on this one.
Knock out those sections.
Yeah. Alright. That should speed that up a little bit. Oh, we got some guys making it here. Unless they fall, because they're idiots.
You know they're gonna.
They kind of look like they're falling. Don't shoot him! There's a difference between AFK and boring, but ooh, this one's boring.
Right.
Safe! Boring. Bye! Burp! Oof. Oh,
In
right
the
into the middle of the
spikes.
spikes. He is so hosed
You're
in there.
dead.
Yeah, that's just a death sentence.
I'm just trying to get a little bit of a pile of them coming up.
Derp. Bye. I straight up killed that one.
That's just as rare as a dual kill in Halo.
Are you sure you're not talking about yourself?
I mean, I'm not talking about
I kind of
myself.
gotta go with duel on that one.
I mean, a rare thing still occasionally happens.
Hey, great, we're playing Slayer. Oh, fuck, X is here. Shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Rip winning streak.
God
Oh,
damn it!
shit. I'm
I
sitting
just
over
fell
here
through
like
the map too.
like sign languaging to Duel somehow, trying to get him to come back over and do that again.
Oh,
you like
wait.
fisted me out of the game.
Really?
Wow.
I'm like,
Damn, I'm
click
good
away.
at fisting.
You're like a singularity of fisting. You ceased to exist. Oh, that guy did a flip.
Yeah, he got doubled.
Got all the way up there just to
Oof.
die.
Oh wow, he actually cleared the spikes.
Jesus.
This is a really good in-game high-level horde base because it's not AFK kind of boring. Like, you can still kill shit, get some XP. You know, the traffic volume is controlled well enough, but it's still, you're not in any real danger. There's no threat to this. It's
Right.
Not a lot to clean up if you don't blow any demos.
no.
Yeah, a little damage to the stainless steel. Can you repair that?
Yep.
Oh, they've actually blown out those stairs. They
Really?
can't get up anymore.
Trying to get a block in there, but
Yeah,
bodies
that's
and
over.
shit there that are. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, clean it up. I think what that shows is kind of like what I did up top, thinking that it would be higher traffic. The bottom level of this could benefit from being cased in steel. All right, so surveilling the damage. Obviously, a lot of the spikes ate it, as spikes do. The big pit of spikes is in pretty good shape. No major fuck-ups there. The bottom of the stairs, a little beat up, so yeah, you'd probably want to maybe put steel on the ground level here and, you know, actually bury down a block. I just had it sitting on dirt, so reinforcing that a hair. This first couple of steps, high traffic, they got a little beat up. There's one block missing, so that could be toughened up a bit. The rest of the pathing, though, is in pretty good shape. You know, past that first floor stairway there, I think the most damage the pathing took was probably the blocks that we hacked out just to speed it up a little bit. It was slowing them down a little too much for our taste. It got a little boring. This section right here in the stainless steel is a little beat up, but again, that can be repaired, so no loss there. Some of the spikes gone. You get up here, and everything's pretty clean. Durability. I think this is an A. We lost, like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 blocks total out of this entire thing. That's pretty fucking tough.
Yeah, I did well.
Are the Zeds controlled? Yeah, I'm gonna say they're pretty fucking
God,
controlled. We wanted a little less control about halfway through the Horde night. Like I said, we actually carved out some of these speed bumps to ease their traffic a little bit because holy shit, that was glacial for them to get up top, and even when they did, it was just not going well for them. It was so slow that it got a little monotonous, no lie. Not as bad as an AFK, but pretty dragged out. So I think control is definitely another good A. Player danger. That's 0. They're the most dangerous
Aside
thing.
from the fisting.
Yeah, it was dual fisting X into space, but past that, nobody was ever really threatened. Even if you get knocked off or you fall off or something, you have to get through one little bit of Horde at the beginning here and then just climb your way back up. You're gonna be pretty safe. There's no real threat to the players there. That's another good A. Resources used is not applicable. We don't have any power, traps, gas, nothing like that. So, ammunition for the evening. I burned 584 rounds. Duel.
644.
Nev.
186.
Davian.
1048.
And X.
460.
Wow, that is a rock bottom total for the evening at 2922, which is a hard A on our ammo metric. That is a fantastic score there. I think we definitely found a build here that is really good on ammo conservation. And I don't think that it would be very difficult, given the mechanics of this, to do it with cheap shit like shotguns or blunderbusses or a crossbow. You know, you could really save on your ammo costs with this design if you find yourself running a little short on brass or something. This is definitely the way to go. Is it cheesy? I don't feel like it is. What do you guys think? You know, it's a roadblock. I think it's taking advantage of their shitty mobility, especially vertically. But I don't know if that's particularly cheesy.
No, we're not cheating any of the mobility. We're just using
Slowing
it to
them
our advantage.
down. Yeah, the fact that they have to hop over all these individual blocks. I'm inclined to say baked potato. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
You seem hesitant there.
Yeah. And I don't know why.
I know, it's anytime you run into a mechanic that's choking them like this, it seems like it would be cheesy, but I don't think that just building an uneven floor is cheesy. They're just bad at navigating it, right?
I mean, are we required to make stairs for the zombies?
Right? Yeah, I don't think this is cheesy. It's just difficult for them to get over.
Yeah, it's a baked potato, but it tastes like cheese for some reason.
Chance to patch, this is a none, unless they got rid of the fisters, and the fisters aren't even really required here. They're just kind of an insurance policy. Calm down. They're not that. It's not going to happen. You're okay. You're okay. Take some deep breaths. Do the kegels we talked about. You'll be all right. Scorecard recap. Supplies needed was a B-. Build difficulty was a B. It's a little easier, a little cheaper on average. It's not free by any stretch. This is a chunk of concrete, but you do save a lot by using a pre-built tower like this. Durability, control, and danger, all A's. It performed remarkably well in the safety and survival categories. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and it did a great job of protecting us. Ammo was a hard A. I'm really happy with the ammo totals on this build. This whole wizard tower idea is a good build idea for ammo conservation because it really does such a great job of controlling the volume of traffic and letting you pick your engagements. Cheese was a baked potato. Chance to patch, basically 0. Final grade. And I'll preface this and I'll say this is kind of a hybrid our shit, your shit, because, you know, this is a build idea I took from somebody else and sort of scaled up to our Horde Knights. But I think overall, this performed really phenomenally well. The ammo was great. The danger was great. The pathing was exactly what we wanted it to be, save for the last, like, 20 minutes in game time, where they hacked out these stairs and we just stood up here shooting them. And if you want to get around something like that, you know, you could just build these out of steel, maybe ramp them up the first set so that their initial jump on is a little, you know, smoother for them. However you want to go about doing that. But overall, I have no complaints about the performance on this thing or in what it took to build. Anybody have any objections to a solid A on the Wizard Tower?
Solid A on the Wizard Tower.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm with you on that.
A null?
A what? Oh my god.
I get it.
I thought for a second you were saying a null, like, reference exception. I was like, what? No, you were just saying anal. So coming up, we've got an interesting build, actually, from the comments section. Davian, what was this thing called?
I think we're calling it the bird cage.
It does some interesting pathing stuff, and it uses hatches in a creative way. And this was actually submitted to us by a pretty regular viewer. So we're gonna put that into the grinder and see how his idea shakes out there. And I'm intrigued enough with the build, that I think if it doesn't perform expectations, he's got a solid enough base idea there that it might be worth getting in, you know, the ICG revamp if we're unhappy with their performance, because I think the core concept there is definitely on some solid footing. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.